Hey guys, it's Dave. Okay, I entered a trade today, so I'm going to go over that really quick. Here I have my trade ideas open per usual. Um, Zoom, ZM, short float 4.29%, days to cover 3.78. Nothing too crazy. I like this move because we have a nice big, I believe this was earnings on here. Nice large volume day, large price movement. Broke the 50, broke the 200 SMA, 50 SMA. It slowly sold down, finally broke the downtrend line after, I don't know, maybe about 2 weeks of selling here, consolidated for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about a week and a half, and then broke out on this day here. Indecision doji candle here on Monday, and then kind of selling off here. So this setup for me is buy the pullback. It can also be a breakout and retest as well. However, I do have little nuances for the differences of that. So I'm going to go to, this is how I executed here. You can see again, Zoom, larger time frame, big channel, broke on down. It was an earnings play. So if we zoom in on the daily, you can see I have an anchor VWAP, this green line here from earnings, okay? Let me make it a little bit larger. You can see price broke that anchor VWAP after spending time below it, again, respecting the 20 EMA. So it broke that. And then this line up here, I'm going to change the color of it. I typically make it that color, that light blue there. That's the anchor VWAP from the prior high, right? And so it broke that, spent some time over it. I don't buy the initial breaks of these things for this reason. I also like the price to come back and retest this level that I was watching anyways at 68.50. And so that's what I did. I waited for it and I made a decision today to purchase it. And this is why I made that decision. If we go into the 30-minute time frame, again, we can just see a little bit better the chop that we have here, the balance that I had here. Basically from this 67.50 to 65.92. I treat this as a look above and fail, right? Because we have targets here. Either way, so it finally broke out of that, and now price is kind of back into this consolidation zone right here. And so there's the anchor VWAP from the high. When I decided to purchase today, right, it was nice and close to the 10 EMA. So going on intraday chart here, if we go here, there's the 830. So this is starting today, right? Large sell-off. This is when I purchased right here. So if we zoom in, didn't mean to move that. If we zoom in here, I thought this might have been the low of the day right here at 68.16 or so, whatever that low is, 68.17. So we can see we got a double bottom here. Anchor VWAP for the day caught up and price chopped around this here, right? And so it was chopping. I was waiting for it to get a little bit of volume or a little bit of push off of it. I was also in the middle of my workday. I was on lunch, or actually it wasn't around lunch. It was close to lunch at this time. So I entered on this volume, or on this little volume here, and this bar, this big green bar up. And then as you can see, it just kind of unfortunately sold off. What I probably could have done better is waited for this to come back and retest it. I honestly probably would have bought here anyways, because I would treat this as a retest of the anchor VWAP, and then we were starting to get a nice strong green bar. Depending on how much time I had throughout the day, I'd probably would have entered here on the retest anyways. But obviously, as you can see, it just ended up selling off the rest of the day. I set my stop loss at 67.60. So that was a little bit underneath the 10 EMA at the time. Structurally, I was this is what that line was here. I was looking at this as some trapped shorts from this movement here, right? And so if there was no supply, this area here, since it's on 30-minute time frame, this was a short covering move. If there was no supply, it would not have been able to fill this. So because it was able to fill it, we know we have supply here. And so I set this stop loss just underneath this area here, close to that day's low, and underneath here. I also have anchored VWAPs from this prior low here. And so I was thinking, it would respect all these VWAPs if buyers were to be in control. So I might get stopped out of this tomorrow. Who knows? Either way, I took the setup. The setup was there. It's a decent trade. I'm somewhat happy with how I executed it, other than I may have rushed in it on the 5 minute time zone, 5 minute time frame here. But either way, I like the flag, the chop around the anchor VWAP, and the push away. I just got psyched out. Is what it is. This is why we have our risk. Hopefully that makes sense. And per usual, I will continue to update as time goes on.